Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about how can you improve your video script for the World Youth Festival. I'm not sure how many videos I've already made on this topic, but actually I was getting so many emails of students to help them revise their video scripts or perhaps help them check through it if it's okay, if it's engaging, if it's thorough. So I recently got this email and I found some loopholes, and I want you all to learn and to see how did I actually revise this video script. Basically, I was helping all the students who have followed my tips and who have really tried themselves to write a script and then needed my help to proofread it or to help them make it a bit better, So I got this email and this student tried to really follow all the tips that I've given in one of my videos. Perhaps if you have not watched it yet, you can watch it in the I button up there. So this student has started with the hook and with the introductory paragraph. I've excluded that from this video, perhaps for the privacy issues, but we will see how I did change it or how I update it, right? So basically, what happened here, or what's going on here, is she talked about her journey first, right? That she was enrolled in pre-medical degree and then she has changed to software engineering because that was her perhaps interest, right? And then she also talked about her development, right? She said that she faced an issue and then she came up with a solution, and then she developed this project called Ethical Voice AI Assistant. And then now this is of course her discovery, so she wanted to kind of highlight it, right? So which she did, and she was pretty much successful also. But of course we can see we can add or upgrade this script significantly. That's what I tried to do here. So instead just going very vague or perhaps very straight about the journey, we try to present it in a storytelling way. So 3 years ago, I was sitting in a pre-medical classroom memorizing bones and blood types, and I was dreaming of becoming a doctor, but then life said, I ended up in software engineering. And honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, you also would observe that how we read through this line and how we read through those lines, right? There is a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference, of course, in delivery, but of course in the content also, right? And then she talked about her presentation, how she overcame her public speaking shortcomings or whatever. Perhaps in the intro paragraph she talked about, I was someone who struggled to speak in front of others, right? And then she talked about how she has actively participated in public speaking and everything, right? So here, of course, I just linked it up with the thing that we've discussed earlier about changing her profession, and I couldn't share it with you because of the privacy issues. But then we go on and say that, but here what nobody tells you about switching paths. Can you just pay attention to this word you here? You are directly talking to the person who is watching your video, right? This is conversational way of speaking. So I would suggest you guys, and I have suggested you in my previous videos, that do use a conversational wording, do use a reflexive tone throughout your video, right? So since she talked about changing her major, so here I kind of suggest her to go on and say that I was not just changing a major, I was stepping into a room full of people who seemed to belong there, and I wasn't sure if I did. So my first university presentation was out of order. My hands were shaking, my voice was shaking, and I was basically shaking. And then I finished and people clapped, and that moment changed something in me. I started joining debates, competitions, public speaking events, and I started winning. Not because I became fearless, but because I realized that fear is not the enemy of your voice, but the silence is. You see how we deliver it? Now this whole line was basically a crux or perhaps a summary in a storytelling way of what she wrote here. And I think you can give it a read through. That how you can significantly improve what you write, right? So I would suggest that all of you prepare your scripts with all the punctuation marks for your notes. Add these kind of things that now you're a thinker, you are an innovator, you build attention, you make your voice a bit stronger, a bit louder. So note all the points on your script so that when you're recording your video, you could just show those emotions in your video, right? So I'm someone who codes, I'm someone who communicates, and I kept asking myself, what happens when you combine the two? What problem could those two things solve together? And here's what I've been observing. We live in a world that moves fast, instant messages, instant reactions, and even instant anger. Scroll any comment section, read any group chat, the words people use online, sometimes they are not just sharp, they are weapons. And you know what, the scariest part? People do not even realize they're doing it. So, we've built a technology that makes us faster, so on and so forth. I will not, of course, read this whole script for you guys, but I'm sure you can just pause here and you can read this script that she wrote and then go through this version that I prepared for her, right? So please pay attention to the delivery of the videos as well, and let me know if you need my help with refining your script, helping you with the delivery. I've even helped some of the students check their video essays they've recorded, and they've shared their video essays with me, and I've helped them improve it also. So do let me know anything, just drop me an email and I would try to help you as much as I can. But make sure that you put all your effort in these kind of programs or opportunities that you have. And I'll see you guys in the next video with some more upcoming programs coming in. So stay tuned, do not forget to subscribe, and I surely and shortly will share another very interesting conference for you guys that's gonna be in Japan, and I'm sure you will get a lot of benefit from that video as well. See you guys, take care.